G'day, Steel Nation. Welcome back to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Hey guys, we are 1 week away. We're about a week away from training camp, so I just wanted to go through, through a few things with maybe what we might see in this training camp, with a lot of camp battles, who's going to be QB number one, who's going to get the reps, things of that nature. I know for me, I'm so excited being a Steeler fan. It's been a very long off season, all the way from the draft through free agency, through Kevin Colbert retiring and, Big Ben retiring as well. We have now, Kenny Pickett could be the new face of the franchise in the new era. But it's going to be a very exciting time for the Pittsburgh Steelers heading into training camp. And we have, for maybe the first chance in maybe like 20 years, being a quarterback competition. So some questions may arise with being who would be the quarterback number one. That's going to be fun to watch. Who's going to be running back number two? Will it be Snell or will it be McFarland? Can they step up? You go into the receivers. Who's going to help out in the receiving room? We know that's Claypool and Deontay. For me, in my opinion, they need to step up and have a bit of a dig, have a go. You move alongside there, the tight end, that position. It's Muth's job and Gentry to help out, and probably Connor Haywood, maybe Radar along those lines. So all those fellas on the offense and offensive line as well. Where does the guard position go? Do we have Green going to guard? Do we have Dotson, who's going to be the outright winner at guard? Is the center position going to be Mason Cole? And James Daniels will be there at right guard and alongside the other tackles on the other side. So training camp is going to be so much fun, guys. I can't wait to talk more about it and get video highlights and start breaking down some of the images we see or some of the interviews that Tomlin to Flores to Matt Canada, you name it, right? I can't wait to see that happen. So I want to go through, guys, just this is on Twitter a few months ago, right? When it first got announced. So training camp via FedEx, I guess, 2022. It all starts in July 27th. And these are all open to the public. And of course, you have the Friday Night Lights there, August 5th. If I was living in America, I would probably find a way to get there. Unfortunately, I do live in Australia and I'm Australian, so I can't get there this year. I do hope in the future they can go there at some point. I love my Steelers and I can't wait to see them in person. I have seen a game, but I would love to go there and talk to the fellas and watch them, improve their craft and fight for those, cornerback battles, the middle linebacker battles. Could be Buddy Johnson could be emerging into a new role. Devin Bush coming back, right? So many things happening. Defensive line as well. Of all those dates there, guys. So we have like over a number of training camp dates that are for the public, and hopefully they can start to put the pads on and hit one another safely, of course. But we want to see them hit one another, be aggressive, and start to create that competition in the locker room. Now, also, guys, with training camp, we have the preseason football. So it does look funny. I know it. Seattle Seahawks will be playing away at home at Heinz Field here, versus Steelers. So our first game, or the Steelers' first game in preseason, will be Saturday. Now in Australia, we do the dates backwards, but that's due August the 13th. We say it the other way around. So August the 13th on Saturday, 7 p.m. Seattle versus Pittsburgh in Acrisure Stadium. We then go on to we move on to Jacksonville next week because we only had 3 games this year. Shortened preseason. We got a TIA Bankfield, not even sure what that is. Jacksonville Jaguars, right? Preseason. So who do we see in the first game? Who comes out at quarterback? Does the Pittsburgh Steelers go and put Mitchell out there and then Rudolph, then Kenny Pickett? Is that the order? Then Chris Oladukin. Does Mitchell Trubisky even play the second game in Jacksonville, right? Now, the third game has been most notable where teams don't play their starting quarterback, right? You can rest the starting quarterback. So if Trubisky is the number one quarterback, we may not even see them in week 3. So I'm keen to see what can happen over the 3 weeks and what the rotation of the quarterbacks will be. Can't wait to see that. So we finish up at Heinz Field or Acrisure Stadium. It's going to take me a while to say it, but when you see it like that on the screen, you say Acrisure Stadium, but it's Heinz Field to me. Detroit Lions come to town. And who are we going to see at quarterback? Do we see Trubisky play? Probably not. If he's starter, is Kenny Pickett in there for a quarter? Is Chris Oladukin? Does Chris Oladukin play half the game and play from the second half? We don't know. Or does Chris Oladukin start the game? And the rest of the guys, I don't think you'll see Najee. I don't think you'll see Cam. I don't think you'll see much of like TJ Watt. I don't think you'll see guys like, guys of that caliber or Minka or Terrell. You'll see a lot of the backups fighting for their jobs. Also, guys, over the last 3 weeks here or the preseason, there's going to be a lot of cuts too. A lot of players are going to be cut. So the roster goes from like 90 to 80 after the first preseason game. Don't quote me on that. And then I think after that, from 80 to maybe 75 or something similar. So as we get each preseason game, we have roster cuts, and that's just happened. That's just part of the business. So that will be intriguing also. And to find out as well, when the rosters are cut too, we're going to have opportunities where other teams are cutting running backs, cutting middle linebackers or cornerbacks or things that we may need in this team or defensive line. So for depth. So I can see the Steelers picking up free agent options or players who have been cut in that role. Lastly, guys, before I end the video, we will be going live. So we'll be going live. Myself and Britsburgh, Owen, will be going live on the 26th, the night before training camp. So yeah, keep that in the back of your mind. And we want to try and build this community and talk about our Steelers and engage ourselves in the live chat. So we'll be going live for a special training camp edition of our podcast, the Steelers Syndicate podcast. I can't wait for that. I'm so keen for that to happen. But overall, that's your rundown. That's the training camp update for 2022. And as soon as it starts, man, the preseason will be here, and then it's going to be on fire, right? It's going to go so fast, but we need to enjoy every single day as we lead up to it. I can't wait. So as always, guys, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.